Hey guys, welcome back to New You with me, Loz. And today we are going to talk a little bit about whether your sexuality changes as you awaken. So let's get stuck into it. Pretty much everything changes when you awaken. So if there are any of you out there experiencing changes with your sexuality, who you are now attracted to, it's little wonder, because you are becoming more conscious, more awakened, and you are returning to your true essence. So I want to talk a little bit about the changes that you do experience within this awakening. And one of the most obvious changes is actually your attraction to others no longer becomes like a physical attraction. It becomes more of an energetic attraction. So if you are experiencing any desires between like a same-sex person, this would be one of the reasons why. So this is because as you awaken, you no longer find the same template of a person attractive. You are looking for something that is far deeper and is based on a soul-to-soul connection rather than an ego-to-ego connection. So there's nothing to be worried about. It's something that I've had a personal experience of, and you do, one of the things you'll have to really be mindful of is that there'll be quite a lot of old shames will surface. So anything that you have suppressed in your life, they will come to the forefront during this time if you are experiencing any form of attraction with a same-sex partner. And that's just something that you'll have to deal with. You can't shove down anymore. You'll have to really come to a place of acceptance within yourself and ultimately peace with the situation. One of the things that becomes blaringly obvious during this process is you cannot and you won't stand for anything that's just casual, or anything like games, or those stupid games that people play. I can't quite remember some of the terminology, like breadcrumbing and those sorts of things will just get wiped out straight away. You either like me or you don't, and you'll know because it's a soul connection. But just be mindful that other people might not be at the same level as you, and they might not be ready for that. That's happened to me before, where there has been a female come into my life and they simply aren't ready to address their sexuality. Whereas I'm just more if there's a connection, there's a connection. It doesn't matter if it's man or woman. It's a soul. The soul always knows. The soul tells the truth. Another thing that you may experience is your desire, your sexual desire, or your libido can actually change quite a lot. So it can go either way, actually. It can go with the Kundalini. You can experience quite a charged libido, so you have to be mindful of your choices during that process, or you can experience a lack of sexual desire. Now, I feel that's usually connected to the fact that you haven't experienced at this time a soul connection, and you're not waiting in the sense of sitting there in your room waiting, or sitting there in your home waiting for someone, but you no longer settle for something that is shallow, really. You're looking for something deeper. So, because I can guarantee you, like, if you had a soul to soul connection come into your life, I'm pretty sure you will experience pretty strong sexual desire. And, you know, ultimately you become more fluid with your life, your choices. You're more conscious. You allow, you know, whatever it is to come into your life. You don't resist it anymore. You're more open to everything, to be honest. So if someone does come into your life and they are another female, and if you're a female watching this, just allow things to unfold. Take your time. If you want to go there and experience that connection with someone, then go for it. And likewise, if you're a man watching this and a male comes into your space, then if you feel comfortable, you know, and you want to follow that heart, then by all means go for it. But regardless of whether or not you do, one thing is for certain, is you are more conscious, so you make more conscious choices. You don't settle for anything that is anything less than a deeper, meaningful connection. Usually speaking, it's of the soulmate or the higher soulmates. It tends to be less of the karmic relationships where they may still come in because you may need to learn some more lessons, but usually speaking, it's more of that soul to soul connections is what you will say yes to, and no longer need to say yes to anything that isn't going to meet your level of awareness. So hopefully this video has resonated in some way. Let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to talking more about the awakening process in the upcoming videos. If you want to work with me, head to the website and I'd be happy to help. Yo.